Angry Robot on Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Seven Forges by James A. Moore, performed by David de Vries.
Chapter 1. An unfortunate fact about the Pra-Moresh: they tend to run in packs. The damned things are not only large, but they are also violent to a fault. The good news for most people is that they are rare. The bad news for Merros Dulver is that they still show up from time to time, and just at that moment, they decided to make their presence known. 73 days into the expedition across the blasted lands, and they'd run across no sign of another living thing, unless one qualified the dust and the ice storms as being alive merely because they moved with such violence. Merros was many things, but stupid wasn't among them. His present situation excluded, as he would have argued the intelligence of his decision to lead the trip to the distant Seven Forges mountain range. 73 days of bitter cold and constant twilight, and the same number of nights wasted as they moved slowly through the near-complete darkness toward the stone towers in the distance, their light the only source of illumination under a near-constant blanket of clouds that spewed ice on some occasions and a bitter-tasting dust on others. The parts of him that weren't numbed by the cold were still aching with a deep and abiding chill that refused to go away. If it weren't for the thick furs he wore, he'd have been worried about frostbite, and worse. If the money hadn't been such a sweet offer, he'd have never considered this insanity. And now Morello, the damned cook of all people, had alerted him to the howling screams of the Pra-Moresh. He wasn't upset with the cook for noticing. Quite to the contrary, he was very grateful. He was also extremely annoyed that neither he nor any of the 20 soldiers with him had heard them first. Merros stared out into the darkness of the afternoon and looked at the shapes where they moved, slowly circling around the camp, their low moans and high-pitched cackles grating on his nerves and sickening him with the odd noises that crept past even the sharp winds that tried to snatch all sounds away. There has been a great deal of debate among the scholarly as to exactly what the Pra-Moresh are and where they came from. There have been no definitive answers, but most people accept that they're damned scary, damned big, and capable of eating roughly 5 times their not inconsiderable body weight in a single meal.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?